But you're right, Cruz. It's not like he's putting a crazy high pace on Derrick Lewis.
Not
so Derrick will be able to do this for 25 minutes.
Yep. So he's got a chance the whole fight if Gane fights him this way, but he's fighting smart. Gane is just fighting smart.
And Derrick will keep his power the whole time.
Yep.
If he's fighting at this pace.
But at this range for Gane, the power is not as threatening.
Because he's leading every single thing, right? Every interaction, it's led by cyriL.
He's also not going for the same thing every time. Now there's a jump knee out of nowhere. He's been throwing leg kicks. He's been throwing jabs, so he mixes it up well too.
This is not where you want to be, especially if your back's against the fence, because Derrick will start to let his hands go.
Gane seems to have the strength advantage.
Open the hip, drive the knee down into the thigh. Underhook, control the far side wrist. And head position. So by keeping the right side underhook, head on the opposite side, controlling the wrist on the far side, he is now controlling both sides of Derrick Lewis's body.
Under 2 minutes here to go in round 2. No denying that Derrick Lewis has felt the pressure all week. A lot of us have not seen him of that disposition, Daniel. Hard to quantify if that has been a factor to the slow start, because Lewis has been measured early in fights.
It's hard, right, John? Because I know how hard it was for me when I was fighting in Houston, and I lived 3 hours away, dealing with family, trying to come to the fight.
You lose when you're cyriL. Yeah, I mean, you do. You got a mark on your record, but you're undefeated, and you're not in your hometown, and everybody expects you to lose because you're not the favorite.
Well,
so
you're 9 fights into your career, right? You're only 9 fights in, right? You're fighting for the heavyweight championship of the world. This is a big, big situation for him, and very rarely do we have a guy that wins a title when he's finally getting into 10 fights. I can't remember anybody different than Cain Velasquez when he beat Brock, might have had 10 fights.
Oh, well, the big difference, DC, too, is the amateur. He's got the amateur record, he's got the Muay Thai record, so he's actually got 22 fights. He does not have 10, and that's what's different. These guys that are coming in with 10 pro fights actually half the time have 10 amateur fights. They're actually 20-0. Whereas the early days, it was your record was your record. There was no amateur league, so everybody's better now.
Yeah, he's good.
Derrick Lewis 2 for 17 on his significant strike attempts. On the other side, cyriL Gane has landed 62% of his significant strikes, near 70% overall. Lewis going back to the well with that switch kick, unable to land.
That foot round, we're down 2.
All right.
Water on your head.
All right, so down 2. Once again, I don't have much different to say, except we got to keep cutting off. We got to push forward. Once again, when we're fighting a kicker like this, he's going to keep pushing forward, find his range, he's going to keep scoring. Look for him to start going to the head a little more this round, I think. Every time you're feigning, he's scared to death of you. Every time you're feigning, he's biting, but we're not capitalizing. We're staying too far out. Big penetrating step coming inside, Derrick.
Derrick, you're in the best shape of your life. Do not put some pace on this guy. You can't take any more rounds off. You understand?
We got to go, baby. Come on.
You need to go forward.
We can't play catch up. Let's go.
All right, round 3 is brought to you by P3, the official protein snack of the UFC. So Derrick Lewis, after round 1, was unable to heed the advice of Bob Perez and Joe Murphy, whom they have called the missing piece, by the way, in terms of their grappling execution. But we'll see, DC, if he's got anything here early round 3.
Well, they need him to press. They need him to stop backing up. They understand that cyril's controlling all the range, all the exchanges, everything they go through, it's on his terms. Derrick's got to find a way to change that.
It's a lot of looks.
He just moves so well for a big guy.
It really is a sight to behold. And this crowd just sort of waiting with bated breath